Is Playa del Carmen in Mexico still affordable in 2025? I have lived here 4 years ago and I came back and lived here now for 3 months already. And I'm breaking down here in this video the exact budget from rent to groceries, eating out, and even boxing classes. So you can see if it's still possible to live here under $1,000 per month, or if these times are definitely gone. Plus, I will give you some extra tips at the end to save some cost living here in Playa del Carmen, more like a local, so you don't need to break your bank living here. I am curious, if you live here, what is your budget or what are your guess? Can you still live here under $1,000? The first point I want to discuss is rent, and I want to share how much we spend in rent here in Playa del Carmen. When you look at Airbnb, you will notice that there are barely Airbnbs to find that are under $1,000. So that would be already the whole budget. But there are some tips and tricks you can do here in Playa del Carmen to find some cheaper and more local rent. So, for example, you can join Facebook groups, you can look in Facebook Marketplace, be aware of scammers or people who want to try to take advantage of you. So never, never, never pay any deposit or anything to secure your spot for an apartment, even if it has the nicest picture. Never do that. Always look at the place firsthand. Is it really like in the pictures said? And another tip is to find cheaper rent in Playa del Carmen, to just look for the signs. They have it hanging on houses for rent, renta. Se vende is for sale, renta is for rent, or to walk into an apartment complex and ask if they have rooms available, and that's a good way to find better deals of Airbnb. So how much do we spend on rent? We are paying 7,500 Mexican pesos, so that varies. It's between 360 and 390 US dollars. And we consciously decided to not spend so much on rent here. It's super local here. The room is small, but it's perfect for us because we didn't want to spend more on rent. So this is as well a budgeting tip. You always can see, like, do you want to pay a little bit more on rent and maybe a little bit less on lifestyle or on food? That's really up to you. Okay, let's come to the second point, which are groceries, which is actually the biggest part for us because we are foodies, we train, and our nutrition is really important for us. We like clean ingredients and healthy ingredients, and with groceries are as well included, for example, juices, healthy juices I buy for us, or the ingredients for watermelon shake I make for my husband almost daily basis. So I buy a lot of healthy stuff. I mostly go to Soriana, go as well to Super Aki, sometimes to local fruterias, and there as well as included like basically everything we buy on food, like as well superfoods. We just had a big order of iHerb, where we order mushroom powder. So you might be like, don't need to spend that much on food, but we're foodies, so this is why we value good food. Spend about $700 on groceries. Eating out, we spend around $250 on that. We sometimes order hummus. We sometimes have a vegan pizza. We sometimes go out for tacos, which is actually not much because we always go to a local taco stand here. On fun stuff, we spent like $250. Laundry, we pay monthly about $30. For our boxing training, for 2 people monthly, we pay 1,600 Mexican pesos. That's about 80 USD. So that's 40 USD per person, which is actually super good price. But that's as well because we didn't sign up at a foreigner gym or at a popular gym. We signed up at a real local gym, but they're focused on fighting. This is why we signed up. For a SIM card, we pay 200 pesos per month. That's about 10 USD. What we spend on activities, that's pretty simple, 0, because we don't really do any activities. So activities we do are free, like going to the beach, going for a run. They have a stadium here in Playa del Carmen where you can run, where you can exercise for free. Comes to a total of 1,700 USD, rounded up, and that is for 2 people. So per person, we spend 850 USD. So yes, you can live here under $1,000 per person. As 2 people, of course, we share rent. Technically, we share food. But when you are single, you need less money for food. And as I said, you can still find affordable accommodation here in Playa del Carmen. That's definitely possible. Now, a couple of extra tips. So when it comes to food, try to avoid eating on Fifth Avenue. Go on the 20th Street, on 30th Street, and try to find local taco stands. Because, for example, for chicken tacos, we pay at our stand only 21 pesos. That's about $1 for 1 taco. So let's say you eat 5 tacos, that's only $5. That's super affordable and that's good prices. You definitely find them. They're not as in your face like in Mexico City, but as a tip, that Walmart area is a good area in Central where you can find local food trucks. In general, a good rule, the further you go away from Fifth Avenue, the cheaper things get as well due to accommodation. If you move a little bit away from Fifth Avenue, you might not, might not want to be on Fifth Avenue because it's just loud there. But like on 20 or 30th Street, it is mostly actually pretty quiet, and you want to get a good night's sleep, you're still not too far away. Be smart with what you're shopping. I'm actually pretty good at that because I always at Soriana as well, they have a lot of deals going on, and when they have some deals going on, I just buy more of that stuff. So we have that already in the house when that are basic things, like let's say the oats are right now 30% off, and then I buy like 4 packs of oats, or if it's a yogurt, sometimes they have, if you buy 2 you get 50% off. So these are deals you can definitely take advantage of, and they are available. You just need to have your eyes open for that. The cost for Rappi can quite sum up because the service fees, in my opinion, got quite high. If you can, go to the store if you have the time for it, and then you can save as well some money and just buy the stuff yourself. Another tip I can give, what we did was to buy some used bicycles. We bought them on Facebook Marketplace as well. Here, disclaimer, please be careful with scams. Don't meet anyone at night on a random street. Try to set the appointment somewhere where it's lively, maybe on 5th or 10th Avenue, so you're surrounded by people. Don't go to any strange places, and don't send any money up front as well. Always check the bike first, see the condition of the bike. But we found ours on Facebook Marketplace. It was easy and it's definitely possible. So having a bike reduces definitely your taxi cost, because yes, it's a small town here, but if you sometimes tired of walking in the heat, the bike can save you a lot of time and money because you don't have any in-drivers, Ubers, taxis to pay. Get a Revolut card to reduce foreign exchange fees and transactional cost. And Revolut is really great because when you pay with Revolut in the stores, you immediately get shown the Mexican pesos amount you paid. So one time it happened at the fruteria. I know that was not a scam, but it just happened. She typed in the wrong amount, and then I could show it to her on my phone what was charged as a proof. And she was so sweet, and I could, like, on my next purchase, I got then the discount for that amount. So always make sure when you pay something, the Mexican pesos amount is shown there, so that you don't get scammed or anything, and you don't pay more fees than necessary. As well with Revolut, you can take out 2 times a month cash without any fees from Revolut. So that's great. That's additional money you can save, you can be smart with. Like my husband, he paid so much money in foreign exchange fees because he was paying for so long with his American card, and he just got his Revolut card, and he's like, "Ah, it's crazy, I can't believe I didn't get that card before." But yeah, that's life sometimes. So I have a link to Revolut in the description. If you want to sign up, you can help me out because I get some referral bonus through your sign up. So that would help me a lot. And it's a great tool. I use Revolut and TransferWise as foreign banks. That's my go-to tip. I'm really convinced by those, and the transactions are instant. I have a whole video on that. Check that out if you want. Last but not least, let us know in the comments if you have other tips and tricks how we can save some money in Playa del Carmen, in Mexico in general. If you're interested in moving to Playa del Carmen, if you live here, whatever going through your mind, so we can start a conversation in the comments. So, final answer: yes, it's possible to live in Playa del Carmen under $1,000, but not in the most luxurious way, in a very simple way. So if you're a simple person, you work online, or you have some money coming in, you have maybe some retirement money coming in, you definitely can live here well. When it comes, if you want to do like a lot of daytime activities and eat out a lot on Fifth Avenue, party, drink, I don't think it's possible. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. If you want to live as well in a fancy apartment complex, I don't think it's possible. But if you're two people, again, it could be possible, because you can get a more modern studio here in Playa del Carmen for about 700 to 900 USD, definitely. And then you have another 1,000 to spend if you're a couple, and you can definitely make it work. But as a single person, you would rather need to stay in a simple place like we do for 370 USD, and then you still have $600 left for food and activities and living expenses. So that's definitely possible.